easily it is to make delicious Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts is on the menu, and I couldn't be more excited to share with you how to make them taste delicious. Here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need some Brussels sprouts. When it comes to me making Brussels sprouts, you could get the fresh kind. Okay, sometimes they'll come on a nice, beautiful stalk, or they'll come just in a little like mesh bag. I like to get the frozen kind. And during this video, I'll be talking about why I like to use the frozen. You're gonna need a really interesting ingredient, cranberries. I have some beautiful cranberries. If you don't want to use cranberries, you could always use raisins, okay? I got a nice sweet Vidalia onion we'll be using today. Another ingredient that you could use that I'm not going to use in this recipe is bacon. You would fry up some bacon and mix it with this recipe, okay? We're going to use some chicken bouillon powder. In my pan, I have a tiny bit of oil just coating the bottom of the pan. Okay, and we got salt, pepper, and butter. Make sure your hands are impeccably clean. Let's get started with this delicious recipe, Gina Young style. I hope you're having a great day today, and if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this recipe. This is a recipe you could definitely make for the holidays. Everybody is looking for that perfect recipe to put on their dinner table. Brussels sprouts is it. You could also do asparagus originally. Today I wanted to do an asparagus recipe for you, but when I went to grab my asparagus out of the refrigerator, they were bad. So it means that my shopper that shopped for me purchased some bad asparagus. So we're gonna do Brussels sprouts, okay? Now, I told you we'll talk about why I like to use the frozen kind. I feel like the frozen kind aren't as pungent as the fresh. The fresh have a pungent taste, and you really have to have like an acquired taste for them, but if you know how to make them, they taste good, whether you're making them fresh off the stalk or these kind. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna slice it down the half, just like so, and so that's what they should look like. And then you can see that I have a little bit of vegetable oil. Use what kind of oil you love, and it's just enough to coat the pan. We're not trying to fry them, but we do, as they cook, we do want to get like a nice charred color to them. When you get a nice golden brown charred color to them, that means good flavor that we absolutely love. Okay, and so I will also cream these sometimes. I put them in like a nice creamy cheese sauce. That's super delicious. So I'm going to continue to slice these in the half, just like so. And when I come back, we'll have our pan nice and hot, and we're going to put our asparagus, the cut side, down into the pan, and we're not going to bother them. We're going to let them get nice and charred on one side. One thing really interesting that you'll notice about my Brussels sprouts today is they're super tiny, right? I guess that's just how the dice rolled today, right? They're super tiny, but usually they're not this small. If you're cooking for a large bunch, I'm gonna always tell you, I'm putting these cut side down. I'm gonna always tell you to cook these with cabbage. When you pair up cabbage and Brussels sprouts, it's like a match made in heaven, and it tastes so good. So now I also want to talk about if you were to use bacon. You're going to use your desired amount of bacon. Of course, you want to get it nice and beautiful, golden brown, crispy, and then you chop it up and put it into the recipe. And it's gorgeous, right? It's like a filler, and it makes it taste nice and meaty. Okay, so we're going to get these into the pan, and I'm not going to season these until the last moment. When I feel like it's almost time to turn the burner off, they're done, they've achieved that beautiful color that we're looking for. Because just to be honest, if you season them right now, those seasonings are gonna burn in the bottom of your pan. Okay, especially that garlic powder and that chicken bouillon. Okay, so let's aim for the beautiful golden brown color. And then this is not a recipe you want to walk away from, because although we want them to be nice and charred, you don't want them to be burnt, right? So stay nearby. These Brussels sprouts, when they come frozen, when you're ready to cook them, just throw them in the microwave and put them on defrost like I did. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that out there just in case you didn't know. Okay, the house is smelling amazing already. We haven't seasoned it. This is all that we've done. My mouth is salivating. I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. Let me know if you love Brussels sprouts like we do here at the Young's house, or if you absolutely hate them. I know it's some people out there that don't like them, but I tell you what, I feel like it's because you ain't had them the right way. You gotta have them the right way to say they taste good, right? And if you've never tasted them the right way, well, maybe they won't taste good. I love to put just a small amount of the cranberries into my Brussels sprouts. Number one, it brings great color. It makes it look nice and festive, the green and the red, you know, but not only that, it gives it a beautiful sweet taste. You don't have to overwhelm it with too many cranberries, but I like the cranberries, right? And if you like them, go for it, all right? Beautiful. Okay, and you can put them in while you're just starting to cook these. All right, I'm going to grab my spatula and take a peek in and see if I have any of this golden brown on the other side. Not quite yet. Okay, so now what we can do, let's go ahead and cut some onion. Sometimes you'll see me use a beautiful red onion, but today I'm just using a sweet Vidalia. Okay, and then again, I don't want to use too much onion, but you need that flavor to make it taste good. All right? Happy Saturday. I think today's Saturday. Anybody have anything special that you're doing? Have you started on your holiday list yet? What you're going to make for your holiday? What recipes are you taking to your family's dinner table is the question. Are you going to make something of Gina Young's? If so, I'd love to know what you're going to try. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make some nice thin slivers here, okay? In hopes that my eyes don't go off watering. Okay, let's do this. And I think this is all the onion that I need here. That's a small onion, but we don't need too much. I'll put this in once we find out that the one side is nice and golden brown. Then we'll throw in our onions just like so, quick and simple. This recipe comes together so quickly. And if you don't want to fry up some bacon, you can get those real bacon bits and just throw them in towards the end of the cooking process. Just like that, super quick. The one side is nice and golden brown. Oh, that's the color that I love. I can't wait. I cannot wait to eat these. So you may wonder, how come you didn't put the butter in? I like to put the butter in at the last minute because, as you know, or if you don't know, butter burns at a high temperature, right? And since butter burns at a high temperature, I don't want to put my butter in too early and then we get a burnt flavor onto our recipe, right? I want the butter to let off its amazing flavor. Your butter can be salted or unsalted, whatever kind you love, you know. But throw it in as an afterthought, but then it gives a great taste, okay? It makes like a slight creamy sauce, okay? Beautiful. Now's the perfect time to grab our onions so they can get sauteed. If you are doing your bacon, you can reiterate it back in once your onions are cooked. Gorgeous. And we'll season at the last minute. Chicken bouillon powder makes everything taste delicious. The garlic powder and the onions. Or I'm saying the onions because the onions have my eyes watering. I'll be back. You know it's black pepper. My goodness. Right now, tell me this doesn't look super delicious and festive. You see that golden brown color? Looks like a chard. That's what you're looking for. Go ahead. Let's go ahead and season. Our onions are nice and translucent. That's all I was waiting on to season. Beautiful. I'm going in with that chicken bouillon. I'm not going to get too wild with it because you do want to taste the, the Brussels sprouts. We're going to go in with 2 tablespoons of our butter. If you want to use more, by all means, use as much as you love. Okay, and like I said, if you're making for a large bunch, you're going to need more, right? Or you add cabbage with the recipe and it's super delicious. Oh yeah, get that butter to melting. Okay, so that was the chicken bouillon. Let's put some black pepper because you need it. Let's put some garlic powder because you need it. There are times that I'll squeeze a little bit of fresh lemon in here. So if that's, if you like lemon flavor, you could squeeze that in here as well. It's beautiful. All right, everything's coming together, and like I said, that butter will create a nice little sauce in the bottom. It just kind of coats everything and makes it delicious. Oh my goodness. My husband is on his way, and he cannot wait. He's going to eat the whole pan. So he loves it that much. And when we met, he said, I don't like that. He did. He said, I don't like that. I said, well, just try. This is a couple years ago. Well, more than a couple years ago. But I said, just try. He said, I love it. And every once in a while, he'd say, baby, I want some Brussels sprouts. And I say, okay, I got you. He likes the kind with the bacon in it. But he does. He loves it. So many things when we met. We met in 97. But he told me that he doesn't like, and he would never eat like lima beans. But when he tried mine, he fell in love, and it's one of his favorite recipes. You know, that's why I always like to say, I'm not kidding when I say, unless you've tried something the right way, don't knock it until you've tried it cooked the right way. Because you never know, you might have had it the wrong way. And maybe that's why you don't like it, you know? All right, I'm going to continue to get this nice and soft, and when I come back, guess what? You're going to get to taste. Look, everybody, make you some Gina Young style. This is going to be a hit on your dinner table this holiday season. Make it so. If you all enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Tell your family and friends. Tell everyone you know what Gina's doing in this kitchen on a daily basis. Heavenly Father, we thank you on today for this meal, for your love and your hedge of protection. In Jesus Christ's name we pray. And once again, let's taste right now. I can't wait any longer. I can't wait. Oh my goodness, I want the onions and the cranberries. Look, it took it. I'm going in. You make them this way, you never make them the other way. Think so.